It's all a deceptive facade.
And the instant that you even show the slightest crack in that smug facade, I'll be there.
At least there's something behind the facade.
That's the difference between revolution and the candy-coated facade of gradual reform.
Hey, welcome to Talkword. This is the show where we dive deep into just one English word. We unlock its story so you can really, truly master it. And oh man, have we got a good one for you today. But to get to the word, we have to start with a royal secret. So we're not going to jump right into the dictionary. Nope. We're going to start our journey in Gothenburg, Sweden. And trust me, it's a juicy story. We're talking royal scandal and a pretty unforgettable public protest. Okay, so picture this. You're walking down this street right here, Linnegatan. It's the late 19th century. And this place was built to feel just like one of those grand sweeping boulevards in Paris. You know, super sophisticated, elegant, basically the place to be for high society. And right here on this very fancy street, a very, very public figure had a very, very private apartment. We're talking about King Oscar II of Sweden. Yeah, tucked away in one of these incredible buildings, he had his own secret little getaway. But this wasn't just some place for him to, get away from it all. Rumors started flying around that the king was using this apartment for his, well, let's just say, private amusements. That's the polite way history puts it. Basically, he was meeting women there, which was a huge no-no given the super strict morals of the time. But here's the thing. Someone was watching all of this. The owner of the building right across the street, a really well-respected guy in town, he saw what the king was up to, and he was not happy about it. He decided, you know what, I can't just let this happen. I mean, think about it. What can one person really do against a king, right? Well, this guy's response was, wow. It was bold, it was brilliant, and it was permanent. He had a devil's face carved like a full-on sneering, judgmental demon, and he stuck it right on the front of his building, aimed directly at the king's windows. Okay, so we've got a devil, a king, a secret apartment. What on earth does this have to do with learning English? Well, this whole incredible story, it all boils down to one single perfect word. That connection, it's everything. It's the link between the physical front of a building and the secret life happening behind it. And that link is our word for today. And that word is facade. Let me spell that for you. F-A-C-A-D-E. Facade. Now, this word is amazing because it has two really powerful meanings. The first one is literal. It's just the front of a building. But the second one, the figurative one, is about a false appearance that someone puts on to hide a reality that's, well, a lot less pleasant. All right, let's break this down because really understanding the difference between these two is the secret to using this word like a pro. Okay, first up, the literal meaning. Sure, you could just say the front of the building. That's totally fine. But when you say facade, you're kicking it up a notch. A facade is usually impressive or decorative. Think about the grand facade of a massive cathedral. The word really puts the focus on the look of the building, its architectural style. Now this is where the word gets all its power, the figurative meaning. Again, you could just say someone is hiding something. But saying they're putting up a facade is so much more specific. It means they're actively creating a false front, usually a pretty impressive one to hide something ugly or unpleasant underneath. It's not just hiding, it's a performance, it's deliberate. So you see where this is going, right? The really cool part is how these two meanings, the literal and the figurative, crash together perfectly in our story back in Sweden. This is just brilliant. The neighbor used the literal facade of his own building, the actual front wall, to call out the king's figurative facade. That devil carving was basically a permanent message set in stone screaming, "Hey king, I see through your royal act. I know what you're really hiding." Can you just imagine that? The king wakes up, trying to keep up his whole respectable public image, and he pulls back the curtains, and bam, there's a devil staring right back at him. It's a permanent, stone-carved judgment, a daily reminder that his perfect image, his facade, was cracking for everyone to see. And that's it. That's how a wild story about a royal scandal can help a word like facade stick in your brain forever. If you love learning words this way, through these kinds of unforgettable stories, you should definitely check out our companion app. It's called Talkword, and it's full of lessons just like this. So I'll just leave you with this one last thought to chew on. What kind of facades do we see in our own lives, in other people, and maybe, just maybe, even in ourselves? Thanks so much for joining me on Talk Word.